What's up? Welcome back to the channel. In this one, we are going back to this video from a little bit ago. I've already posted a few since then, but kind of forgot to go back to this one. So in this one, we created the TSI indicator, which this indicator, right, with our arrows. So now what I wanted to do is create a strategy based on that indicator. So this will, show you guys how you can make an indicator and then actually use it in a strategy without coding the indicator into the strategy. You just reference it. So this is also going to make it so that it's focused on Ninja Renko bars, because that's just something I've been wanting to try a little bit more of. So let's open up Ninjascript editor, and we have our indicator. Okay, yep, here's our indicator. So now we need to create a strategy for it. So we're going to go to strategies, new strategy, YouTube, TSI, strat. Then we'll do generate. So now we have our strategy. Let's compile. And then I'm going to open the Visual Studio. So now I'm going to show, this is how we want the strategy to work. Renko. I'll make sure to post that. Let me write that down. So post it in the code section, so you guys all can just import that. By the way, if you do need to, brick size, let's do 15. And load 25 days. Alright, so I'll make sure to post the Ninjarenko code. But if you do not have it imported, what you'll do is you'll go to Discord where I post it. You just click download, save it to your computer, make sure you remember where it is. You come to Tools, Import, Ninjascript add-on, and then you just find it. So here, yeah, I have it right here. So actually it's in, let me post that real quick right now. But yeah, you just do Tools, Import, Ninjascript add-on, click it, boom, click OK, whatever, and it'll import it. But let's go to code. And there we go. Alright, so we got that. Now, so here's how the strategy is going to work. So let's load up our indicator that we made in the last video. And okay, so here we go. So what we're going to do is we want, dang, this looks different on these on this bar type. Yeah, this looks way different. Like if we change it to 1 minute, see how it's a lot more like follows price, kinda. I guess not. But so how we're gonna make our strategy is when this white line is a fast MA, fast moving average. I think we're just gonna do when the fast MA is less than 40 maybe, and then we get so less than 40, and then a green bar, then we're gonna buy. If it's above 60, we get a red bar, then we're gonna sell. And yeah, we'll see how that works. Let's see, this is the brown market open. And so the idea is that, we might take some losses here, but then we want to take these big moves all the way. And then also, obviously, we can optimize the data series. So yeah, that's what we're gonna make today. So make sure you have the strategy created, and then let's go to strategies and open it here. So first thing we need to do is basically just load in our indicator. So we're going to do that the same as every other indicator. So right. So if we wanted RSI, you do this, right? But we want our YouTube TSI, and there, TSI. So there we go. Next thing we want is on else if state equals state dot data loaded, right? Then here we would do RSI equals that, but here we're going to do TSI equals to TSI, and we have no parameters. So now this should actually, let's do add chart indicator TSI. Now this will load up our chart, our TSI, onto the chart. One thing I've also started doing is changing bars required to trade to 1, because I don't know why you would wait 20 bars. I don't really see the point in that. So if current bar is less than bars required to trade, then we return. And if we need to increase that later, we just change the bars required to trade. So our strategy, all we're really doing is actually, you know what? Let's change how we make it. Let's do it on every arrow. Now, I don't know if we can use an actual arrow. I don't think we can, or at least we didn't code the strategy so that we can. So basically, we'll have to copy the same code that the indicator is doing to make the arrows when we enter. So to do that, what's cool about now having our indicator is we can do TSI dots, right, upper Bollinger Band. And now this, right, this is storing this entire red line, and it's creating it. So now if we want to use that upper, red line, the last bar is just that, and there we go. So for this strategy, we just want to buy and sell on basically these arrows. So we're going to copy what the arrows do. So if you don't remember, we go to indicators, open it up, we get our arrows when our fast MA crosses above the lower Bollinger Band. So we can just copy that, and to add these, all we need to do is TSI dots, and there we go. Now we have that exact same value. So if we cross above, then we want to enter long. If we cross below, TSI dots fast MA, TSI dots upper 1, then we enter short. Then just in this case, we'll just do set profit target additional dots. Dot 6, we'll do 20. Set stop loss calculation mode dot ticks 20. All right, so let's compile that. Control S. Once we hear the chime, then we know it's compiled, and then we'll just run it, put it on the chart real quick, just to check if it's working. So give it a second. Then we'll come to add, apply, and then go to your Analyzer tab, and where is it? And enable it. So there we go. So see, now it loaded up the exact same thing. And yeah, you can tell here we got a red arrow, so we sold. We can remove the indicator. Yeah, see, one of them we can't remove because it comes with the strategy. But here we sold, TP, sold, TP, bought, stop loss, currently in a sell. And so every single arrow should be another position. So it's looking pretty good. I mean, surprisingly good, actually. Looks like we have a lot of TPs. But looks like we still lost money. Not much, though. So, let's see. We want... I think what I want to do is see, like, I guess, oh, I guess this has to be here, right? These huge trends. What we can do, there's two things we could do. That is, one, just check if the fast MA is outside of the bands and we get a green candle, then buy. Yeah, kind of like that, because then we're using the actual candles more. So our strategy is working, but we're not going to use, actually not going to use any of that. We're going to do if TSI fast MA is less than PSI dot lower BB, and close 0 is greater than open 0, then we enter long. So now we're going to enter long. We should enter long after this candle. This candle will be a loss. Maybe here, not sure. And same thing for the cells. Greater than. Then since we usually do get kind of pretty nice trends, what I want to do is we only close after 2 candles in the opposite direction. The thing is, though, is that is just going to destroy your profits, because the candles move by points. And so if you're waiting 2 candles every time, you're guaranteed to miss out on 20 points every single time. We could do 1, but then that's kind of, I don't know, that's really pushing it. So let's see if can we create. Yeah, this is gonna be like not too complex, but a little bit intermediate. So I always need to copy these just because I forget, but just copy one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create an input we're going to create an input on how many candles back, on how many. So if we're going to buy, then our input is going to tell us how many candles before we close the position. So if it's 1, then after 1 on the opposite direction, we close. So to do that, so then we can optimize on it. We're going to do close after X candles against position. I'll do int candles. So here's where it could be a little tricky, but market, so if position dot market position equals market position dot long. So we need to make this dynamic so that it can take more than 1. So pretty easily we could do if close 0 less than open 0, then we exit long. But this is only for the last 1, and we don't want to add, and close 1 is less than open 1 for 2. We need to make it dynamic. So we're going to have to do for in I equals 0, I is greater than candles, we're going to add 1. So we're going to do if close I is greater than open I, then we'll do a break, and no, we'll do a return, and I think that'll work. So I actually don't think I've done a for loop on this channel yet, but basically a for loop, all we're doing is we want to loop through something a set amount of times. So first one, pretty basic, is you set an integer, or integer I. You can set it to whatever, but basically this is what is going to be counting as you loop through. So then you set what you want to compare it to. So in this case, we want I to start as 0, right? If I is greater than candles, which we actually want to do less than candles, then we'll run through all the code in the for loop, and then we add, this just means add 1. So let's say candles is 3, right? So candles is 3. Every on bar, we're in a long position, right? Then we do for in is I, candles less than 3, So right now, I equals 0. So I is less than 3, right? So we're going to execute this code. So if close 0 is less than open 0, which means we got a bearish candle. No, so this is right. We want that greater than. So if we get a bullish candle as the last candle, then that means we're not ready to close. So hopefully this returns. And actually, yeah, I think break is what we want. Then we break this for loop, and then we just continue with what's left. So we skip over the exit long. But say we do have our first, right? The most recent candle was red. Now we want to check the second most recent candle if that's also red. So now we loop through this. Now I gets added 1. So now I is 1, right? So now we ignore this. So I is less than candles, right? We actually need to subtract 1 from candles because we're starting at 0. And if it's 3 candles, we only want to loop through this 3 times. So now I is still less than candles, minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. I is 1. So we go through this. Now if close 1 is greater than close 1, meaning we have a bullish candle, then we're not ready to close, and we want to break and exit this and not call this. But say, right, so that explains kind of the for loop. But now say close 0 is not greater than open 0. No, that's, wait. Close 0. Close 0 is greater than open 0. That means we're in a bullish position. Now we're bullish. We get a bullish candle. And that's going to close it. Yeah, that won't work. So here's what we're going to do to fix this. So what we're going to do is for in a long, we're going to do bool close position equals true. Now we'll loop through this, right? And if yeah, so then if we get, so for a buy, if we get 3 red candles in a row, and close position should stay true. But if we get one where we get a green candle, then so gosh, let me just pull it up real quick. Right, so we're gonna buy green candle, green candle, green candle. But now he wants to check. We have a red, red, and a red. So we want to check if this one is red, and we want to check the next one. But if it's not red, then we want to keep going. So if close is less than green, then we'll do close position keep position and break. So I think like that. So what this is going to do is if first you're going to check if this candle, if the close is greater than the open, so if it's a green candle, then keep position equals true. Yeah, because we want to keep it. So we're going to set this default to false, set this to true. Yeah. But now, so say close is less than the open, it's the red candle. Then we're going to move to this candle and do the same thing. So in this case, keep position is still false. But now we get to here, close is less, so say close is greater than open, so red candle, then we go to the next candle. But now say the close is less than the open, then we do keep position, close position equals false, close position equals true. No, shoot, now we want to keep it. Gosh, oh, I keep getting confused by that. Then we break, then if keep position equals false, then we exit long. So hopefully you guys can get what I'm trying to do. Right, we're trying to first compare this candle. If it's bearish, which is what we want, if we get 3 in a row that are bearish, then that's when we want to close. So that's what we're trying to do here. So what this is doing, if any of the last three are bullish, right, close is greater than the high, then we want to keep our position so we do not exit long. So yeah, this should work. Now let's just do for the shorts. Close I, less than open I, keep position equals true, and we break. And if keep position Alright. Let's see if this works. So move the strategy. Okay, so yeah. So we buy. Next candle is red, so we close. We sell. Next candle is green, so we buy. Well, actually, every single one is just going to close on the next candle because our input is 0. So let's change it to 2 and enable it. Okay, so okay, this looks better. So here we sell here, but why are we buying right away? This one actually looks good. What I'm thinking are 0. Let's remove that. And now disable and enable. 1, 2. Yeah, that makes more sense. Then we close after 2 greens. Close after 2 greens. Yeah, this looks better. Yeah, now we're starting to catch some of these good moves. See here, we had 1, but close after 2. So yeah, this looks good. This is what we wanted. Definitely a lot less entries, but I mean, it's actually profitable. Max shot in of 30. And with this being completely random, like that is, I mean, it did only take 5 trades this week, but still, I mean, 1 trade a day, exactly 1 trade a day. Was it? No, yeah, it took more than that. But I mean, that's pretty good. I like that. Being completely random, and so yeah, about you, yeah. I mean, yeah, I liked it a lot. So that's it for this. This video is getting a little long, so I think I'll do one more video on this strategy, just because this looks good. Just some back testing. So we'll try different time series and different amount of candles. And then I also want to also run it in a live or a demo account, because the last strategy I was running on Ninja bars, it was just completely destroyed just because the Ninja bars were moving very fast, and just, yeah, basically just destroying it because of that. And it wasn't, yeah, because it's not really like, I guess it opens in the middle, right? That's what it looks like here and there. So I'll run this in a demo overnight right now, and then I'll work on getting that second video or the back testing video out and optimization, and then I'm guessing I'll pretty easily be able to find some strategies to run on a demo for longer, and then probably, hopefully, put on a live account if they are still making profit. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let's make sure to compile that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, I mean, this is very simple, but definitely can be turned profitable. You have a lot of different options for entries. You can do the same as across above. You could do, 2 bullish candles. A lot of things you can do with this strategy. But yeah, I like that it's profitable on only one parameter. That should be able to get something good out of this. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Enjoy. See you later, and peace.